Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck.
Honey, it's me. You called? Yes, I know they're coming for dinner. I have to finish my rounds first.
A lawsuit between Janus and another resident. Might be a good place to start your investigation into Janus's life, 47. I suggest you look closer at this James Batty fellow.
Thought this was supposed to be a quiet Saturday, but there are just so many letters. I got a package for Batty as well. Did you know he was engaged in a lawsuit against Janus? That old Russian guy I talked about?
Do you need some help?
You know what, friend? I could indeed use some help. It's very kind of you to ask. People in this neighborhood are just so friendly. That's what I really love about this place.
No problem. What do you need?
Well, I'm running awfully late today. Chatty people in this neighborhood, you know? Anyway, I've got this package for James Batty in number 432. Would you be able to deliver it to him? I wouldn't normally just hand over a package like that, but you look very trustworthy.
I could do that. House number 432?
Yes, big house at the bend in the road. It's undergoing fumigation at the moment, so you can't miss it. Just leave it in the mailbox and ring his doorbell, and he'll come get it. He lives in his shed in the backyard, so it might take a few moments for him to show up.
Consider it done.
Thank you again. This place is just amazing. Helen gives away muffins, and you're helping deliver packages. What a day!
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. The lawsuit also mentions Nolan Cassidy and his unlawful surveillance around town. So Janus takes a helicopter trip once per year. I think we're onto something here, 47. 47? I think it would be beneficial to locate the unlawful surveillance mentioned in the lawsuit. Perhaps Nolan Cassidy's house would be a good place to start. A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and his sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Arc Society. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47. A recording of some sort. The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
Yes, I understand you tried to reach me earlier. Ah, there you are, my boy. Yes, well, it's about the chairman's seat. I understand Frederick was overlooked despite my recommendations. I would appreciate an explanation of the reasoning behind the decision. Well, it's a long and rather complicated discussion to undertake over the phone. Your request was put in front of the partners and considered, but in the end, it was decided to assign the role to the Washington twins. The partners saw their ideas as a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air. They are fortune seekers, robbers of the past, focusing on glory and wealth and outlandish futuristic dealings rather than conservation. They are not representative of what the society was built for. I understand your concern. Rest assured, I will be watching them closely. Very well. It seems we have a lot to discuss when we meet soon. Agreed. Until then.
That's the last piece of the puzzle found, 47. While we didn't end up with the names or locations of the Providence partners as we had hoped, this at least gives us a clear bead on the Constant. We can expect to find him at the annual gathering of the Ark Society in November. It should be enough. Excellent. This confirms that Janus and the Constant will meet up soon. I don't think we'll be able to identify the partners today, but this is very useful. The tape doesn't specify where that meeting will take place, however. We need that final bit, 47. So, we know that Janus is expecting to leave Whittleton Creek via helicopter, and that he's going to meet the Constant at some event. I think it's time to look inside Janus's house for more clues. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society, and we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.
I have to tell you.
Odd?
I have to tell you. These are the best muffins I ever had. I'm supposed to meet a client for a house showing today, but I can't stop eating. Maybe you know him. Mr. Nolan Cassidy?
Can say that.
A realtor with a taste for the sweet things in life is in Whittleton Creek to show a house to Nolan Cassidy. It looks like he's stuck at a local muffin stand at the moment. It would be a shame to keep Cassidy waiting, wouldn't it?
I do. Well, he's interested in the Schmidt house down the road. You know, the one that police shut down after the, well, incident.
I'm no way. Oh, yeah. I just love the peanut butter business. Ah.
progress. Great progress even.
Strange.
Restroom! Restroom now!
Vern is good. Vern, you're right.
Why? Why are you doing?
Not another one. This is a disgrace, really.
Mr. Cassidy, I'm sorry for the delay. I'm ready to take you to the house.
About time. Let's go. You know which one it is, right? Last one on the right, far end of the row. I hope you've got your presentation in order. I don't want this to be a waste of time, you understand me?
Of course, Mr. Cassidy.
Oh, geez, darling, I'm so hungry. Have you seen those beautiful patties back there? And Mr. Wilson is standing by. Will, hello? Who's there? Ah, Mr. Cassidy. Catch any bad guys yet?
What? Who are you?
Dale Anderson, the mailman.
The mailman. Do you have any mail?
No. Nothing apart from what I've placed in your mailbox already, Mr. Cassidy.
Oh, I see. Now this is small talk. I understand. I don't do small talk, Mr. Mailman. Have a nice day.
Oh, yes, all right. You too, Mr. Cassidy. Ah.
Finally. I've had my eye on this place for quite some time. Let's see what sort of secrets she holds.
This is the downstairs living room. It is most commonly used for watching television and other recreational purposes. Large room with 2 easy-to-get-to exits. Dark floors hide stains easily. A room with lots of potential.
I don't know. Got anything more interesting to show me? It's all very familiar.
This is the downstairs bathroom. Useful when cleaning off after a messy day of work.
Yeah, that's not gonna make me buy this place. Let's move on.
The kitchen. Gas stove. Vinyl floors, which can be quite slippery when wet. Along with the bathroom, the kitchen is the most dangerous room in the home.
That's all fine. Is there more to this house, though?
And here's the basement. The usual boiler elements are to be found down here. And it seems a room with a safe
You need
of
to
some
back
sort.
off.
Now that is more like it. That looks just like a vault. This is very interesting.
Nice work,
Yes,
47.
this is more
Let's
like
hope he
it.
doesn't set off
This
the
I can
alarm
use.
somehow.
Very nice indeed. All right, let me have a look at this thing. Advanced Kronstadt Matrix Laser Home Security System. We used to break these open for training at the academy. The thing about these systems is, most homeowners are lazy. So, they don't reset the factory settings and enter their own codes. Let's just try the standard admin code, just for fun. Well, what do you know? It worked. Looks like Schmidt was a bigger amateur than I imagined. Frank, go outside and check the garden. I want to know how visible this vault is from the outside. Anything sticking out of the ground, weird sloping things like that.
You got it, sir.
So you're looking to sell this for, how much was it again? 1.1?
Sounds about right.
I suppose that's not unreasonable. And this vault unit looks quite versatile. Internal climate control and explosive laser security.
All the comforts of home.
Yes, quite interesting. And a nice looking safe in here too. Any idea what the previous owner was using this for?
No idea. Maybe a mausoleum.
No, don't turn it back on!
No, down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
I swear I have a license for it. I just don't bring it with me. You can't just confiscate my property. I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man. Unless it's a flesh-eating mutant mole, you don't need explosives. We're gonna keep them safe in our trunk until you produce that license, okay?
Ah, come on, man. It's standard procedure. You stuff the holes, and then you blow up the tunnel system so it collapses. Look it up on YouTube.
Sir, if the American police force looked to YouTube as guiding principle for standard procedure, I'm pretty sure civilization would have collapsed a long time ago.
God damn it. Donut eating.
I understand you have a mole problem.
Oh, you're a godsend. Let's get straight to it. The sooner this is fixed, the sooner I won't have to listen to Mr. Janus's complaints. Follow me. As you can see, we have a mole issue. Now, I know a permanent solution might take some time, but if you could just fill the holes by the end of the day, that'd be great. Come find me when you're done. Not as bad as that time I used to ground Well, I've learned my lesson. Huh. I guess that's one way to go about it.
Well, he's a professional.
I'm done.
Great. Let me have a quick look. A bit unorthodox, maybe, but you got the job done. Let me get Mr. Janus so we can inspect it for himself. Hey, tell Mr. Janus the molehills have been fixed.
Hey, where are you? You got me? Kinda need it.
All right. Janus should be here to inspect the work soon, 47.
Just to warn you, I'm sure this whole inspection's gonna remind Janus about something exciting from his past. I'm sure that he's gonna tell us all about it. You know, old people syndrome. Just play along. Better yet, keep your distance. Here he is. Mr. Janus.
Gardner took a bit of an unorthodox approach, but they do look filled to me.
Well, I think I'll be the judge of that myself. Thank you very much. Looks good, I guess. You know, life gets dull when you're older. Dealing with moles back in the day, much more exciting.
Thus, the actions of the first constant catch up with him. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus. Still,
Command! We had an explosion! Moving in for further investigation. Command! Please acknowledge! Come in, command! The old man Janus. Down. Command! Command! There? No, guy, line, down.
the Ark Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, but it seems to me Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes, found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Our choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
We'll take it.